Well, I will catch you up. Again, we haven't actually started this game yet, but just to catch you up on the explanation of what's going on here. This is Dead Tomb. It's a homebrew NES game by a company called CollectorVision Games, which is just, some indie dev. But it's a physical release. We're actually playing this on authentic hardware, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But it was one of those ones, like, we got it from Limited Run Games. It came with like a ton of feelings. It's got the box, the physical NES cart, like a big map, the manual, like all that stuff. So I got it partly just like for the collector value and everything, to have the cool box and all the feelies and everything to put it on the shelf. But then I wanted to play it for you all, and I wanted, I was thinking it'd probably just be easier to just get a ROM and just like emulate it if I'm going to be streaming it anyway. But it's kind of like our CDI games where, like, there just is no ROM of this game. Like, I looked, there just isn't one. And I have a cart dumper, like something you can put like a physical NES cart on and just like dump the cart image as a ROM and even like dump the save. Like, I got it just to dump save games, but like, you can use it to dump the ROMs too, and it just will not read this cart. I have I don't know how you pronounce it, Retron or Retro N5. It's one of those new aftermarket systems that's got like slots for like authentic old cartridges. Like, you can put your actual old NES, SNES, Genesis. It plays like 5 different systems, I think. You put those in the system, and then it just plays them with HDMI out and everything. And it will not read this cart. The only way we have been able to play this is to put the physical cart in an authentic, like, original, like, the NES I had growing up. Like, I've replaced the 72-pin connector over the years, but other than that, it's like the actual NES we had since like the 80s, the original like front-loading one and everything, with this physical cart, and then I have that hooked up to a RetroTink scan converter, and then that goes to our capture card. So this is authentic hardware by necessity, and it is, yeah. So it's a homebrew NES game. So we're going to play it in English, of course. Oh, let me read to you what it says on the back of the box here, just the synopsis of the game. Or wait, no, I'm not going to do that because it's going to give you, I think it's going to give you like the same story when you start the game anyway. So let's start playing. Acclaim presents, in the year 3020, the Videoway Corps, your employer, sends you to study the last ice age, which ended about 10,000 BC. During your quest through space and time, your ship is experiencing some technical problems while you fly to Egypt, 1300 BC. Yeah, those look like technical problems, all right. You now have to land your ship to do some repairs. The only accessible place is a truncated top of a pyramid. You're almost done. The only thing left is replacing the diamond, which is used for the space-time generator. When the Pharaoh Seti the First soldiers find you. Uh-oh. And here we are, Dead Tomb, a temporal adventure. You woke up inside the pyramid with a huge bump on your head. So, this is why I got this game. Like, out of all the people making homebrew games, we originally, like, we got this in the same order as we got Nobelia from Mike's Homebrew Haven, gooddealgames.com. And while we were there, we just looked at the other homebrew games they have, and they have a ton. And we picked this one because the interface and the gameplay style and the genre and everything look really interesting. Like, this is actually a point-and-click adventure, sort of. It's, it reminds me of Maniac Mansion, only instead of, like, having a cursor you go around to like click on things. So like I'm moving around with the D-pad, right? And if I stop in front of an object that can be interacted with, then I can hit A, and then it pulls up your menu of adventure game verbs to use on the thing that my character has noticed. Zizy says, here I was thinking Tombs and Treasure. You know, that could well be. We actually haven't played that one. It's definitely... Oh, Gabe says, my internet's having temper tantrum. I have to head to bed before it's too late. Good night. Yeah, rest well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed even like the couple minutes you were here anyway. Zizy says, taste the pyramid. Yeah, so already I'm looking at the adventure game verbs you're given here, and I cannot, for the life of me, think of a legitimate use for the taste command. I predict this is going to be in here for the same reason that there's a taste command in the Space Quest games. By which I mean it can't actually be the solution to a puzzle. It can't. There can't be any time you need to taste something to further the plot. This verb, they have to just have given you this one just so that you can like die in stupid, interesting ways. So yes, obviously we will be licking everything that we can. The skeleton here. Can we not interact? Oh yeah, there we go. Lick it. Lick it! Lick everything. It's gonna get us killed. Zizy says, maybe there'll be a bit where you have to distinguish between sugar and arsenic. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, let's try and actually solve this. The Ouroboros often symbolizes cyclicality. Can't move the wall. Can't lick the wall. Can't open the wall. So I think we're trapped here until we like figure out a way out. These are some big skeletons, by the way. That or I'm just a very tiny person. Must have been a Tomb Raider. I prefer not to touch it. You know, that's fair. Can I lick it? No, of course I can't. Zizy says, no response, it's just a corpse. What do we have over here? There's nothing inside. Can we open it? Okay, so... Zay says, taste the corpse. I've been trying. But what's this? Sand. Okay. Seems to have an opening behind it. Can't take this in. Can I move it? Okay. Behind it. Oh, I just had to keep doing that. Okay. Seems to have been used as a ventilation well. That looks like a very tiny tunnel. I can't just, like, use that opening, can I? Oh, look at that. I just am a very tiny person, apparently. Oh, good. So we have a real-life physical version of this map. It's a feelie that was included with the game, and it's got everything revealed, and it's a big map. Zizy says, remarkably high-resolution artwork for that transition. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Like, very nice cutscene graphics for how simple the rest of the game works. So, yeah, when this whole map is filled in, this is a huge, huge, huge pyramid, but I guess, Zay says, this looks super friggin' amazing and the ultimate enjoyable warm fuzzy gaming experience already. Well, we might... Oh, we can actually move here. This is like a world map kind of map. Okay, we've got a holding cell. Interrogation room. That's cool. Okay. That's cool. Okay, what's this? A backpack. Contained all your tools, but has been torn up. Try it now. Okay, they left something inside. Yoli TX. What's a Yoli TX? Yoli TX is the most up-to-date universal translator. Okay, we're probably going to need that. So let's, let's take the Yoli TX. Okay, got that. Maybe torn up, it's useless now. Zazie says, hopefully it does hieroglyphs. Wall is covered in hieroglyphic writing. Well, let's find out. How do you use stuff from your inventory on it? Because we have it now. We did take it. It's no longer in our backpack. Left side. But there's got to be a way to use inventory objects on wall. Because he says, yeah, do you have a separate inventory screen? Hey, look at that! Look at that! Thank you, Zazie. Yeah, just hit start instead of A. So, okay, so So let's get into range of the wall. So we're looking at the wall. Now you can use... No. That's not gonna work. So we can select that. No. As he says, maybe it just doesn't do written work. Yeah, maybe. Well, we have it, and we'll just remember that that's there. Who am I kidding? No, we won't. Well, we'll stumble our way back to this if we need to, I guess. Yeah, the screen transitions are really something, aren't they? Oh, goodness. We have a lot opened up now. Apothecary. Shrine. Cellar. Let's go to the cellar. Nothing to interact with here? Really? What's this? Fine. Okay. Oh no! Well, there's our first death. Don't move the rock. There's a scorpion there. Thank you for playing. As always, you've been a real pant load. Okay. Well, that didn't set us back too far, though. It just puts us right back when we entered the room, it looks like. So we're free to just die with impunity because, like, it didn't, like, take our inventory or anything like that. No. Yeah, no, we're right back here, and we can just get stung, and all it'll do is just give us a standard adventure game death, and then send us right back to the room. Okay, that's convenient. I like that. So it's got just enough of that Sierra touch where you can and will get yourself killed doing something stupid, which I assume that's why they even give you a taste command. But there's really no penalty for dying. It just kind of gives you an oops you died message and then restarts the room. So we're going to just touch and lick and otherwise mess with everything just to see what happens. Because we don't have to worry about saving or, you know, inconvenient progress loss or anything like that. Lizzie says, so I suspect the message on the wall was watch out for killer bugs. Yeah, I guess that's why we, that's why you really need to get that translator working before you start, or you do anything with this rock. Oh, so if you take the rock, you get the same thing. Okay. As moving it. Good to know. And I think that's all you can do in this room for now that I see anyway. So we'll just come back there. Why's that got a that's got a green note inside that room now. And a little skull there. Is it actually gonna mark every room in which we died? No, they all have skulls. Okay. Okay. Interrogation room. So then what's the green thing mean, I wonder? Is that where we were coming from? Translation. Oh, okay, so our translator does work. Sizey says, green is likely you're in this room. So our translator does work. It probably would have said something mysterious if we didn't have it. Contains toxic poison. Yeah, I figured. But, you know, they give us a taste command. I assume specifically so we could get ourselves killed with it. I had to honor that, you know. I didn't say take a sip. I said take the bottle and just like put it in your pocket or something. Okay, fine. So, per adventure game tradition, our protagonist is like not the cleverest person in the world, to the point where all I told him to do was just like pick up this bottle, and he took it upon himself to just like freaking waft it and die. Zyzie says, you are turning into bones. It's a bone person transformation potion. It's the spell of renew. About this one. Contains antidote. Okay, that sounds like something we're gonna want. Take a sip. It is an antidote, but what will it protect you from? I wonder if this means we can go get scorpioned now. Contains toxic poison. Contains toxic poison. Yeah, let's go try the rock again now that we have the antidote. I guess it was a preemptive antidote? You have to take it so you're, like, preemptively immune to poison? Right behind the rock stuns you, but you are safe thanks to the antidote. Yeah, well, I guess so. If I were you, I'd be very cautious. That would be dangerous. Aww. Aww. You're no fun. Fine. He says, oh, I see, and the bottles in here have the symbols on them from the antidote. Oh, cool, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so what did that get us exactly? Because we can't do anything with the scorpion. And it looks like we can't do anything with the rock either. Oh, okay. fit a large chunk of rock in your pocket. Okay. Okay, so we got a rock. I don't know what we need it for, but it's an adventure game, so I assume we're going to need it for something. Tiny solid gold statue represents Osiris, god of the afterlife. The statue is electrified as an anti-Tomb Raider trap, and I died before I could read the rest of that. I figured that wasn't going to be safe, but I just wasn't sure what was going to happen. You were electrocuted. Okay. How did they electrocute it, though? Isn't this like 1300 BC Egypt? Zay says, you died mid-thought. Oh, there's a bunch of them. They're like aligned in a formation here. They're making like a force field, maybe? I mean, I can just walk through it. It's not much of a force field, but there's a bunch of statues, and apparently they're all electrified. Zay says, I'll bet you can get around the electric charge by putting your tongue on it. You know, that's a great idea. Unfortunately, the game does not agree. Apparently we can't just friggin' break them with a rock or anything either. What's this? Nail. Oh, I would not have seen that without the, oh, it's glittering. Okay. So they're trying to attract your attention to it a little with the glittering there. Okay, let's hold the nail, but it barely moved. So we're gonna have to try it out. We're gonna have to pry it out somehow. Fuzzy says, well, if electricity says anything to me, it's come back with gloves or boots. Yeah, that's probably fair. And I guess we're gonna have to come back with something to pry this nail out too. Like, unless you can, like, just, like... No, I didn't think the luck would work. Okay, we'll be back. A supply room. There's bound to be stuff of use in here. Like this rope, for example. Is firmly attached to the ring handle. It is impossible to undo the knot. Yeah, of course, they know the adventure game 101. The rule of thumb when making adventure games is never give the player a rope or fire. Oh no, excuse me, it's a crowbar or fire. No, it's a rope too. It's a rope, a crowbar, and fire, right? I think. I forget. Ring handles pressed into the wall. Okay. Side of the ring handle. It's impossible to undo the knot. Trapdoor covers part of the floor. Unable to open the trapdoor with your bare hands. Zazie says it's a rope and or fire because you can tie things to the rope and that makes state tracking a nightmare, or set things on fire and make fire proliferation a nightmare, or do both. Zazie says, I think the unofficial number 3 is a variable state bucket. See, and here I thought it was a rope, a fire, or a crowbar because those are the objects that a player's going to like think every puzzle in the game should be able to be solved with those. Like, why can't I use a crowbar on, you know, anything besides like the one thing you specifically intended the crowbar to be used on? And it just gets frustrating for everyone involved. But I'm thinking of a different adventure game maxim. So as he says, oh, I'm thinking from the infit programming, from the programming side, yeah. So it's a programming nightmare and a game design nightmare. Good to know. If you will excuse us, I'm going to like be back like literally just like 30 seconds. It's getting warm in here, so I'm going to get up, go turn the thermostat down a little, just so the air turns on, and then I'll be right back. There we go. That should help a little anyway, once it circulates and cools down a bit. But I just had to do that because it was starting to get warm. Zazie says, I like this tune. Zazie says, also same. This game has a real laid-back groove for a death trap dungeon. Yeah, doesn't it though? We're just kind of casually hanging out in the death pyramid. Okay, so we can't open the trapdoor with our bare hands. I assume this is why they gave us a tie command. No? Okay. Can't cut the rope yet either. So the ring handle doesn't appear to be attached to anything, it's just kind of like a ring in the wall. The rope's attached to the ring handle and it's sturdy and it's not going anywhere. This door we can't open with our bare hands. The only thing we have are our translator and a rock. There's nothing else in this room. Zazie says, I'm still not sure how you use the item on item in scene, or if you do that at all. Yeah, that's kind of why we're brute forcing this here, because we're not sure about that either. It doesn't look like there's anything else of interest in this room. Like, we're wandering around, like all we've got are the rope on the wall, trap door. That's an excellent point, actually. Zazie says, hey, you're the one with the manual. That's... yeah. We are, aren't we? Okay, let's see what the manual has to say. Let's read the manual. To the item. Get items you can use Same way for displaying inventory. Okay, so it says press the B button to display the verb menu. It's using the sand in the very first room as an example. So, for example, at the beginning of the game, a pile of sand will surely get your attention and lead you to a way out. Get closer to the sand until a speech balloon appears indicating there's something nearby. Press the B button to display the verb menu and take a look at the sand. When you get items, you can use them the same way by displaying the inventory first, Start button, and then pressing the A button to get the menu, which is what we've been doing. Thank you for the Yorte fix emote there. So yeah, I think this is actually, I think we're doing it right. This just isn't the solution. I wonder. Probably not, but it's like the only thing I can think of that we haven't tried yet. I don't want to cut the scorpion. So... Okay, so we can't use the rock on the scorpion. Can we do anything with the scorpion? Okay, well, it's backtracking time then. Nothing... Yeah, there's nothing left of this backpack. Wait, hold on, I saw something else. Something else there, what's this? A pebble! Simple pebble. You figured you will never need it. Like I said, this guy is clearly not cut out to be an adventure game protagonist, but most adventure game protagonists aren't. Okay, so then why is it an interactable object then if we can't take it? What else can we do with it? Maybe just for flavor, the way the skeleton is? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's another one there. So they're probably just for flavor, the way the skeletons are. Got our hopes up, game. He says, this has fascinating ideas. I'm not sure where it's going with them, but it has ideas. Well, maybe we'll find out once we have the solution. It didn't take us very long to get stuck, but that's adventure gaming for you. But I'm still having fun just trying to figure it out. This crack isn't for anything. Inside. Can't put the rock in the crack. I don't know why we do that, but because I don't know what else to do. These, of course, you can't do anything with without just, like, instantly killing yourself. Just a skeleton. There aren't that many rooms we even have access to, is the thing. It's gotta be... The solution has to be in one of these. Oh, right, you can't. Whoops. As he says, unless one of the skeletons has something, all I can think of that we haven't done anything with is the nail. Or unless we're just, like, missing an object somewhere. Oh. Markers to check again. So here's the nail. Stuck between two stones. As he says, but cycling through all our options is a good idea, yeah, because what if we are missing something? Really? Really? That was the solution? Oh, you... Sizey says it's going to be one of those kind of games, isn't it? Oh my god! Small hole where a nail used to be. Are you freaking... Thank you. A+ redemption there. Yes. Ah. I'm going to lick the nail hole just for that. Oh my god. Are you freaking... I feel like that should be a clip, but I'm busy playing the game right now, so we might just get back to that later, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go back to our inventory. We have a nail. What is this? What will this do for us? What can we do with this? What does this unlock? As he says, and I don't get the clip system yet. Need more practice. Yeah. There's gonna be something that we need to use the nail on. It's important that we got it. Empty bottle. I can't take the empty bottle. Tell you what, you didn't do a sound redemption, but I'm just gonna give you one anyway, because that's an Apollo quote. Apollo says, really nice tetanus flavor on this one. He says, high in irony. Can't do anything with the empty bottle. These pebbles aren't for anything. Oh, those are just instant death bottles. Hello again, Mr. Scorpion. I'm really glad you're so patient and chill that you're just gonna hang out here and wait for us to figure this game out. He says, I'm wondering why there's a hatch in the ceiling of this room. It doesn't look meaningful at this time. And even if it did, I don't know how you reach it without like a ladder or something. I'm just wondering why there's a crack here if there's nothing inside. It's gotta be for something. Nope, I can't just brute force him into taking that the way I could the nail. Our translator. Nothing here except the scorpion that can be interacted with, right? Says not even the skeleton. Yeah, or the pebbles. Like the scorpion is the only actual object of interest here. We've already done everything we can with the scorpion, I think. the only interactable objects here, now that we have the nail, are the tiny statues. The gold statue of Cyrus gotta be afterlife. Are these all electrified Osiris statues? Way to find out. That one was... Yep. I have a feeling they're all going to be, but you never know. As we have established with the nail, it is going to be one of those kind of games, so... Nope, that was, Sizey says, looks like Tombs and Treasure, kills like Shadowgate. There has to be something in here. Like, this rope tied to the ring handle tied to the wall and this trapdoor here. Like, they can't both just be come back later things. Like, there's too much going on in this room for, like, for there not to be, something going on with one of these anyway. Meanwhile, I'm just going to check. There isn't like a walkthrough for this game, is there? Because, you know, that's the danger of it being just, you know, this homebrew thing that, like, apparently you can only play on actual hardware. There's... no one's gonna have any kind of walkthrough for this unless the devs themselves were kind enough to make one, but I don't think they were. There's a Tombs and Treasure walkthrough, since you keep bringing that up, that like actually came up when I searched for Dead Tomb walkthrough. He says, well, if we can sharpen the nail or nail the rope to the trap door, or hit the trap door with the rock. As he says, oh, Tombs and Treasure was Aztec pyramids. Yeah, see, so if we can't open this with our bare hands, you're right. Like, it feels like we should be able to, like, pound the nail into the trap door using the rock and then use that as a handle? But I don't know if, open the trapdoor with your bare hands. Use... oh! So when you have the items, they just kind of appear in the use command. So that's what we were doing wrong, because I'll bet it, because if we go here, you still can't actually use them from here. I'm not even sure why they give you the verbs here, to be honest. But if you have the right inventory thing, if you have the right combination of stuff in your inventory, it just appears in the use command. So I was right on the solution. I was right. That's actually exactly what we're going to do. We're going to hammer the nail in with the rock. Hammered nail into the door. Now we can open it. I said, now we can open. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. This is why we have the tie verb. Yeah. Tie the rope to the nail. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Still have the... Did it really just... Okay, fine. I'll just... do that again. Tie a rope to the nail. Okay. Firmly attached to the ring handle. Can we just, like, pull the rope? There isn't a pull verb. Close, taste, pour. Open the trapdoor with the rope. There you go. It's all just hidden in the verbs somewhere. When everything is set up, then the right answer will just appear in the verb. Okay. Well, now we know. Now we know. Now, no. Sizey says they've invented a brave new form of guess the verb, but this is progress. Okay. It's a long hallway. We've got a temple, a greenhouse, and an arboretum. I'm gonna go to the greenhouse first, just because it's the only one that's like not connected to something further on. Ooh, we've got new music. Because we're in a new area now. We're making progress. We are making progress. Aww. Water dripping from the ceiling forms a puddle on the floor. That looks like more than a puddle to me, but what would I know, I guess. He seems to be thirsty. Too bad our adventurer doesn't believe in taking empty bottles with him. So if we find a different empty bottle somewhere, maybe we can take that and use it to water this tree. Digging this new music. Oh, this looks like we're about to die. I saw an interactable. There we go. What's this? The bottomless pit. Do not see the bottom. As he says, that's why they call it bottomless. And I don't... There's gotta... Okay, so we're gonna need to cross that at some point. What's this? I thought I saw a wooden plank there. Take that. What do you mean I can't take the wooden plank? Push the plank over to the pit. Okay, that works, I guess. Sure. A dagger! That's gonna be useful. There's a bronze dagger with a carved handle. And what's this? Another Ouroboros. Alright, let's take the dagger. Cool. Dagger, get. He says, it's described as old. I bet it's about to. No, I'm amazed. Yeah, not only can we cross back and forth as many times as we want, but we don't even have to, like, do the stair quest, like, watching our step thing. Like, I'm not even being particularly careful when I cross this pit. It's just, it's got edge gravity and everything. So I guess it is merciful in some respects, anyway. Door leads outside. Some sand is spilling in. Lizzie says, yeah, these are not the specific ways the game wants to kill us off. That one is, though. That one was. It was saving it for that moment instead. No, that was the comedic timing on that was just chef's kiss. That's another one I really want. Like, can someone clip that, please? Because that was amazing. But yeah, so opening the door just involves just makes a just gets us buried. I don't suppose there's anything else we can do with it at this time, so I guess we'll just go back. Because that's the only interactable object in this room. So presumably we'll have to do something with that at some point, right? I think? So let's go back to the see what else we got. Got an arboretum. More tiny statues. Are these ones electric too? Yep. They sure are. So all the tiny statues are just going to be like that, presumably. Skeleton. What's this? As he says, runs on AAA batteries. Papyrus. A piece of papyrus recording. Your journey has these words. We got a password. I'm not going to remember that. I'm going to write it down in the chat. No, I'm not going to write it down in the chat. It's going to get lost if we put it in the chat. I'm going to write it down in like a notepad file and like something we can actually save if we come back to this game next session or something. No? 9YV 3DD NKA. Okay. We have the password. A clean spot where a small object once was. Can we lick it? Is it that clean? Fine. Okay, well, if we can't do anything with the block yet, then we're kind of out of... places to go. We've got a rock, we've got a papyrus. Oh, we got to keep the papyrus. Interesting. Carved handle. They've got a dagger and a rock. Along with papyrus. I'm not sure what good those will do basically anywhere at this point. The thing that we clearly need is that empty bottle from the Arboretum, which our clueless protagonist just refuses to go pick up unless like a flag was tripped and like, oh, now I need it. But other than watering this tree, because yeah, you're not going to water that tree with a dagger or a rock. Nothing there. We got this on. This is where we got the dagger. Zazie says, okay, we've got a room with water in it, a tree that wants water, the bottomless pit, heavy block at the end of the hallway, sand that kills us, and the dagger of Amon Ra. And don't forget the most powerful magic word in the world, which is 9YV3DAMKA, apparently. As he says, an immovable plank. Oh, yeah. So, like... yeah, we can still interact with that. Although it doesn't seem to want to be moved any further. Hope this plank is stronger than it looks. He says, you should get some water in those bottles your protagonist saw fit to take with them. Because, yeah, that's what a smart protagonist would do. You see an empty bottle and like, oh yeah, obviously you're going to need that. Like, what kind of protagonist wouldn't take a bottle? Like, honestly. Like, honestly. Oh, we're really just gonna be like that. He says, I guess our hero, being from the enlightened future, refuses to cross-contaminate his glassware. Well, now we have, like, a cut command, because we have a dagger. Don't know if there's anything cuttable aside from that scorpion, which that didn't work. He says, hey, what about the rope? Yeah, maybe. Look at that. Okay, we have rope. Excellent. Well done. What can we do with rope? It is a rope. I wonder if there's a way to open this door remotely. Okay, well, it's gotta be something we can do with the rope, because, you know. Here's just the water and the tree. He says, I too often die the instant I imagine going somewhere. He says, I'm instantly not trying to shoulder surf all the way through this game, just that games like this activate my puzzle senses. No, that's why I wanted you to come to this stream. That's why when I was playing this game, I was like, this is gonna be a Zyzy game. Witness, Magpie, hello. We're playing an NES adventure game, trying to solve puzzles and stuff. Okay, so now we have, there's a big heavy block in here, there's little tiny statues everywhere. This is just like the nothing where the papyrus used to be. There's that hole where the nail used to be. I can't imagine, like, how would you even stuff a rope into that? And why? Like, no, that's it can't be that. So we've got the water and the tree that needs water, like, in the same room. We just need to get point A to point B somehow. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Okay, fine. Okay, well, let's do that again then. This tree is amazing. Plump fruit with a spiky skin. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh! It restarts the room. Okay. Oops. That's fine, we have the solution now. It says, can we die from the fruit? Yes, actually. Witness says I was kidding. Yeah, it's an adventure game, so there's gonna be a lot of dying. There's already been a lot of dying before you got here. I fully expected that to kill us. I was just curious enough to do it anyway. Okay, so let's change rooms just to kind of like save our state so we don't have to do that again. So now hey, look at that. You actually can mess with stuff in your inventory. You cut off the spiky skin of the fruit, revealing a sweet-smelling interior. Sweet fruit is tempting, but there may be a better time to eat it. Okay, a sweet-smelling, freshly peeled interior of a fruit. What does that get us? Zazie says, hey, a use for the taste command. Wow. Claire, hello. Thank you for the ninja wheel. Or thank you for, I guess it's your ninja wheel. Well, the taste command got us killed, so it's got the same amount of use that it does in Space Quest, in the Space Quest series, I would assume. Zazie says, does the fruit give us super strength if we nomf it in the block room? Hey, nothing is impossible and anything could happen. You know what? Why not at this point? It's been one of those kind of games. Zazie? I love you. Zazie says, I'm getting in tune with the game logic. Yeah, that's why we brought you. I'm finding the frequency. That's why we brought you. We never in a million years would have gotten that one. And you just got it instantly. Claire says, Zazie is the adventure gamer of Sugar Doom. Yes. Yeah, she's our secret weapon. She's the reason we're actually going to beat this game. Because she actually thinks, like, her brain actually works on this level. Okay, well. Now that we have super strength, let's move the block. And we have our next passage. Claire says she comprehends Sierra logic. She was born, like, she was raised by Sierra logic. Like, if she were any more raised by Sierra Games, she would actually be the kid of Ken and Roberta Williams. Like, that's just the world that she was birthed into, and the world that she shaped herself in, and we are taking full advantage of her unique perspective to actually make any progress on this game now. As he says, you make it sound like I was raised by electronic wolves at Disneyland. No, you were raised by those wolves that just kind of roam around the countryside in the early King's Quest games, like the ones that just randomly appear on the screens that like may or may not be there, and they'll kill you if you are. Blair says, weren't Ken and Roberta Williams electronic wolves? Quite possibly. Izzy says, I subscribe to this now. Likewise, headcanon accepted. Can we take this one? No, of course we can't. Our protagonist is just allergic to empty bottles. Fine. What do we even have right now? We still have the fruit of strength, which is good. That looked super interactable. I'm a little disappointed that it's not. This is just going to be a skeleton, right? What about this? Another empty bottle? Okay, so there's nothing in this tunnel, apparently. The transition graphics are really just... really something. We've got more tunnel. Oops, I didn't mean to leave that screen yet. I mean, there's not going to be anything else here, but I just want to make sure of it. Or there could be like a... Okay, so we can go down or over. Okay. So we're going to get lost at this point, because this map is now all over the place. So he says, we haven't been killed in over 6 rooms. I'm worried. There's like nothing in any of these... This is just like a warp maze at this point. And there's like nothing in any of these rooms except these skeletons. Like none of them have anything to them. Okay, we finally found something at the end of this tunnel. Okay, but this looks like something different, though. And we've got different music and everything. Oh no, it's not the end. It's just gonna keep going. It's just... We got another password, and I don't think we're gonna be able to write this one down in Notepad, are we? Okay, well... Say it says screenshotted. Thank you, that's very helpful. This just keeps go- Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back and take those stairs. Because this tunnel just goes on forever, my word. Okay, where do the stairs go? They're over here, to this part of the tunnel, which also is going to go on forever. Oh my goodness gracious. What even is this part of the game? Wow. Oh, there's a zapper at the end. Okay, cool. This ultrasonic stone breaker is meant to be used in the Arctic. Well, I'll just help myself to that. It sounds useful. That was a good detour, and now we're just gonna keep going on through this tunnel that just goes on through. I don't even begin to understand how the map works at this point, but if we just keep going, eventually there's gonna be a thing. Oh, cool! Yeah, people in the chat are just saying, okay, so let me scroll up. So, witness... It says, some of the notes in this song make me feel some sort of nostalgia I can't place. Say says, I feel like the driving away motif sounds a bit like that one tune from Maniac Mansion. Zizi says, I think we're universally agreed that the soundtrack to Dead Tomb is a banger. Yes, definitely. And oh, hey, look at that. And there's a link to the Bandcamp, that, like the Dead Tomb OST is on Bandcamp. Awesome. Very awesome. Oh, this is without a doubt going to get us killed. Like, without a doubt. Look, it's even, like, the laser eye's like even primed before we've even done anything. This is the secret key of the High Priest of Atten. High above the altar looks angry. Yeah, no. This is like, I am willing to bet like just about anything this is gonna get us killed. Yep, look at that. Yeah, that one, like, absolutely no points for being surprised at that one. So, we've got an Ankh and a laser eye of doom that kills us for trying to touch the Ankh. So, we're gonna need something to get around that. Here we've got a burial chamber. I don't know why we did that. I don't know why we did that. I absolutely do not know why we did that. Why did we do that, actually? Izzy says, if something starts chasing you, this is a good place to run. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I guess we'll keep that in mind. Excuse me, what? We teleported. This isn't the burial chamber that we were last in. We're on the roof now. Sizey says it's an elevator. Now we're at the apex. Here's our ship. Shut closed. Something inside. Climb into the ship. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Ship computer monitors, ship status, runs, time travel. But the ship computer monitors ship status and runs time travel calculations. Power source missing. Current password. Oh, cool! Anytime we go to the roof, we can get our current password. And this might be a little easier to remember than the last one was, if the screen stops doing that. Okay. What's a telekino? It's a short-range levitator. Okay, I just realized something. All of the space age tools, like not the stuff like the rock and the dagger and the stuff we found in the pyramid, but like all of our stuff is video game equipment. Our sonics here, this ultrasonic stonebreaker is obviously a zapper. This telekino, the short-range levitator, pretty sure that's a power glove. So the question is, what's our Yoli TX? Is that a Wiimote? That feels like we've got like two NES era accessories, and then having a Wiimote next to that is a bit anachronistic, maybe, but I don't know. But it's clearly something because they're doing the reference thing with like all the video game equipment. Okay. Anyway, so that gave us a levitator, which is nice. So we can break rocks and we can levitate stuff. Both of those sound important. Kingslayer, hello! We're making pretty good progress in this game. This is a... Now where are we? Now we've got a bow. We don't have any arrows. Okay. Whoops. Supposed to open it first. Or we were supposed to get in it first. Yeah, the transition effect when we are in the sarcophagus is a little unnerving. Not gonna lie. And now we're back here. At least I think we're back. Excellent. Okay. Footway. Oh, this is going to be a door that needs the ankh, right? Yeah, okay. So I wonder if we can use the levitator to, like, remotely get the ankh. What shield? Since when do we have a shield? We don't have a shield. Where is there a shield? I mean, I'll use it if it's giving it to us, but... Okay, what happens if we use the non-existent shield, I guess? Take the ankh with the shield that we have. Excellent. That has to be a glitch of some sort. I think there's a shield that we were supposed to get somewhere, and this game just kinda, we might have sequence broke a little? Well, whatever. Let's keep going, I guess. Slayer says, "What does the title mean by homebrew game? If you don't mind me asking." Not at all. So a homebrew game is a game for an older retro system. Like, instead of being like an old, like, actual NES game, like made back in the day, like back when companies were doing this sort of thing, this is just some like modern day hobbyist, like some indie game dev, just made their own NES game. I think this game was made like 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. But it's not like, I mean, it's an authentic NES game. I am playing this on real hardware. I am playing an NES cart, which is put into my actual original physical, like, old school NES, and it is the only way we're actually able to play this game, where it's resisted all attempts to dump the ROM or emulate it or anything like that. But yeah, it's so a homebrew game is like when an indie, like, hobbyist just kind of makes like their own NES game or Commodore 64 game or just, you know, Apple IIe game or just something from like back in that era, instead of it being like an older like, company-produced thing. Well, this part just got interesting. The Serpent Room. We didn't even do anything yet, it just kind of... I mean, I was fully expecting that, but I wasn't expecting it to happen, like, before we did anything. And we got another password, neat. We'll, take that. Yeah, so when you even get close enough to interact with them, you just kind of auto-die. I wonder if we can use anything, like, remotely, like, from range. Like, is this gonna be, like, after all this time, is this when we finally use the, any of this stuff at range? Nope, no it's not. Penguin, hello! Thank you for the clip, say. Yeah, that sure was a moment, wasn't it? So we can't mess with the Serpent Room yet, apparently, I guess. Oh, that was a cool song, though. The jar storage. And what do you bet he's not going to want to take any of them? Fine. Oh, but we can move it with the telekinetic, right? Is there, like, really nothing in this room except a bunch of jars that we can't do anything with? Like, why is this? Aha! Aha! I knew there had to be something in one of them. This pot contains a liquid. Cannot carry this without a jar. Well, gosh, where am I gonna find a jar, I wonder? So, can we, like, find the one pot in this room that isn't fragile? Nope. So all the pots here are fragile. We need some kind of container to carry this. Sizzy says, you half open a door, now it's a jar. You take the jar and store the fluid. I mean, it's no worse than you, like, when you instantly figured out the friggin', like, Hulk up on that fruit to just magically be able to move the block. We just came from a room where we need a container to take the liquid. We were just there. We were just there. What are we? Sure. Hey, we got an arrow for the bow, though. Are you freaking... Thank you for the redemption. Oh, this time it actually isn't coming out even when we do it multiple times, though. So I guess that was only the solution once. Stuck firmly in the ground and cannot be... Oh! No? Okay. Okay, what's this then? Whoops. Can we use our imaginary shield again? Yes, we can! I love this game. I love this game so much. So as he says, I feel like maybe it's the power glove generating the shield. That didn't start till after we got it. Maybe? It's as good an explanation as any, I guess. Okay, now we have a spare arrow and the scepter. I guess we don't need to take this one then. Because we have one already. Okay, so we've got a scepter. What, does the scepter do anything? Got an arrow, goes... and a dagger, an imaginary shield, rock, rope, bow. Okay. Blair says, why do you have a Wiimote though? The same reason we have a zapper and a power glove. This is a neat song. So there's a loose brick that's already been pushed? Oh, right! We can use the levitator to, like, unpush it. Okay. Or maybe? Lever's stuck. But now we don't really have anything we can do with it. So as he says, this is really rocking out with the triangle channel or something. It sounds really incredibly chippy. The triangle's the bass. This is one of the pulse channels that's doing that. They're definitely playing some effects with that pulse channel, though. An old gold-plated wooden chest. Does not seem to be a way to open it with bare hands. Okay, let's open it with this. Why does the scepter help open it? Okay, fine. Jewelry of all kinds except the one needed to power a spaceship, of course. You do not know what to do with all these jewels. move them outside the crate and put them in the corner of the room so we can make a horde like a dragon, I guess. I don't know why we did that. Why did we do that? Why did we do that, actually? As he says, lever action. Now roll around in them. So, like, the loose pile of gems is not interactable. We just kind of put them over here to just... We took them out of the crate and put them in the corner here for no appreciable reason. The crate seems to be stuck. Penguin says the inner workings of this kid's mind are an enigma. Who, the composer for this room? It's this song, I love it. It's a total jam. Like, I say this in the best, like, most affectionate way possible, but it's definitely going places. He says he's part of the anti-bottle cult. Oh, the kid who decided to just, like, let's open the crate, take out all the gems, and just kind of stuff them in the corner, I guess? Yeah, that's a productive action that helps us in our quest. So we have jewels that we just kind of put in the corner for God only knows why. We have a lever that is stuck that we currently have no way to unstick. I love this song. I really do. I'm sad to leave this room, but I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Yeah, go buy this soundtrack on Bandcamp. It's really good. We still don't have the way to carry the liquid, do we? Izzy says, I admit I'm stuck on this one, like, unless you bow and arrow the Cobra, but I don't like suggesting that one. That's kind of what we were thinking, too. I don't like it either, but it might be what we have to do. I'm really sorry if this is... How would you do this from range, actually? Look, move, close, take, rotate, throw, use, tie, cut, put, the arrow. I don't... Slayer says, I'm guessing this is a point-and-click game, otherwise I'm unclear as to what's happening. Yeah, pretty much. we give the snake the rest of our fruit, maybe? Kind of pluck it at him. Oh, that's gotta be the jar we need for to get the liquid, though. Okay. I figured that much out at least. Now, how do we deal with the snake? I feel like we've got tools to do that in our inventory. We've got a short-range levitator, for goodness sake. And we haven't actually used it on anything yet. Penguin says, obviously you need a flute. No, probably. There aren't really any other objects in this room to interact with besides the... It says, is that the power glove? No. It's a short-range levitator, Penguin. And this is our ultrasonic stonebreaker. Oh yeah, that's right, we have an ultrasonic stonebreaker. Are there any stones anywhere that we need to break? Like, we haven't found anything to use this on. Oh wait, no, we did just use it to break that loose brick there. Never mind. Okay, this one's used. We're good. Penguin says, meant to be used in the Arctic for what? Visiting Kadath? The artist? So, jar storage, royal closet. Vault. Why did we do that, though? Like, to what end did we go through that whole progression? I don't know. I don't know. We'll come back and maybe it'll make sense to us later. I guess that's all we can do in this wing of the pyramid. We've got some more stuff, so let's check out other rooms and see. Right, that's our elevator. Altar. Right. Okay, the eye still works. Good to know. He says, well, now we have an empty box and a lever we can't move. True. This alcove just goes on to like freaking this entire wing here. Let's not go there just yet. Let's take the sarcophagus elevator around and see what's in any of those places again before we backtrack even further than that. We're making really good progress though. So like hey, look! We found the shield! We found the shield that we've been using. Okay, well. There it is. He says, I'm so glad we found that now that we've used it twice. I know that's just a glitch, and if the devs ever end up seeing this playthrough, I am so sorry. I know that's not the light you wanted this game to be presented in and everything, but if it helps assuage your mortification at all, that was so amazing and hilarious, and just, I love this game so much because of that experience. Like, please don't fix that, because that was just A+. We got, like, an amazing clip for our channel off that, and just, yeah, that was, thank you for letting us experience that moment there. As he says, so what I'm guessing is that it sets a flag if player has shield even when we come up here, and that's why we could whip it out without holding it. Yeah, I guess they weren't counting on us to come up here, do all that stuff with the ship, and then just go back without getting the shield. Which, again, I'm sorry if the devs end up seeing this. Like, I really do mean this, like, with 100% sincerity. Like, we're laughing with this moment here. Like, this was, that was, I love this. That was such an affectionate experience. What's the computer doing? Power source is still missing. Yeah, okay. So you actually have to get in there. The unsettling eyes as we use the sarcophagus elevator, on the other hand, this part, most of the chatters apparently could do without, because those are a bit creepy. But that's like literally the only knock we have on this game so far. This has been just an amazing experience so far. Now, I would like to figure out the solution to the current puzzle we're stuck on, of course, but, you know, that's... Any adventure game you get stuck on for too long starts to feel vexing in that regard. That's by no means a fault particular to this game. It's just, dang it, I'm stuck. Okay, bring in here. So as he says, I would like to hit that lever with our rock, but I don't believe that's an option. It would probably be in the commands somewhere if it were. Like, now that we understand how this game works, and like how, what appeared, what's interactable here? Oh, that's the door we just went through. Now that we understand how this game works, like, it would be, like, it would appear here somewhere. I guess we can't do anything with the empty box now? It's stuck now. Close it. Can't take it. So our current stuck puzzles are, in this room, we have no way to move this lever that I'm able to see. And I still have no idea what that thing with the box and the gems got us, if anything. Posts? Nothing here except small posts. Posts. Can we do anything with posts? Guess not. Shards. Shards of pottery are on the ground. What do you mean we can't? Those don't get us anywhere. So he says, think about getting out of bed in the morning. Then a text box appears that says, think of something else. That's just my life, honestly. I still can't believe they have the nerve, the absolute nerve, for this guy to just figure you'll never need an empty bottle in a game where we very, very clearly need that jar to get the liquid. It just has to be that jar, I guess. He says checking Twitter, and a text box appears that says just a bunch of short posts. As he says, can you just drink the liquid straight out of the pot? I don't know if this is for drinking. Yeah, no, this isn't. It is oil. Oh, okay. So the oil's gonna help with the lever. Okay, that's how those tie together. Hey, the taste command actually got us somewhere. Like, it didn't solve the puzzle. We could have just... Like, we didn't need to use the taste command. That was not the solution to the puzzle, but it did give us useful information. So as he says, it solved a future puzzle. Yeah, okay. So this all ties together. So the stuck lever in here will need the oil to unstick. The oil we'll get from here as soon as we get an empty jar. The empty jar is going to be this one in the serpent room. And we get it as soon as we figure out how to deal with the serpent. That's where we're currently stuck. Because we can't even interact with this. If we get close enough that the question mark even like appears, it just like auto-cobra'd. Penguin says, don't drink mysterious fluids out of containers you found in ancient tombs. That's how Alien happened. Zizy says, shield? Yeah, but how? Oh, now that we have it, yeah. Now that it's actually an item in our inventory. Look at that! You're already holding the shield. Okay. Okay, that didn't help, but it's now a thing we can do on command instead of just like in when it's the specific solution to the puzzle. It was worth a try. That was a good guess. And it confirmed we actually can use things from the inventory. I think that's the first time we've ever successfully done that. He says, I have a dumb one. Throw the fruit. That's honestly, that's not dumb. I don't know if it's going to be the solution, but it's a good idea. Nope, sorry. So here's the question. We have a bow and arrow. If they're not for... Oh, Sarah says they're probably for some puzzle that we haven't reached yet. I was going to say, if they're not for shooting the cobra, then, like, why else do we have a bow and arrow? Like, what else would we do with them? And Sarah suggested it's probably for something that happens in the future, which... There. We don't appear to be able to do any more, like, inventory combining at this juncture. But it's a stone breaker. I already used that. So he says, give the bow and arrow to the cobra as a gift. He says, use your universal translator to conduct a constructive dialogue with the cobra. I mean, that is how we acquired our fourth party member over in Woodwing Headspace. So he says, levitate in front of the cobra to command its respect. Don't forget to T-pose. there's like nothing else in this room that you can use as like an object to base anything off of except these skeletons. Things there, it says pick up the cobra and use the cobra as an arrow with the bow for a later foe. Excuse me. You can look at the snake from here? Okay. Okay. So this is probably where this is probably going to be where we do where we need to do then. Do where we need to do. Do what we need to do then. Okay, we just missed this hot spot. Can't pour the snake out a cold one. Throw the arrow with bow. That's an interesting way to say shoot the snake, but... Aw, poor thing. Okay, well. We have the jar at least. Yeah. Poor guy. We'll do an art stream and work on Kurt's picture next time and you know, make it up to him. Okay, now we have the oil. Let's go ahead and pour the oil on the lever. Let's use the lever. Let's move the lever. Hear the sound of falling rocks. So this never actually did anything. Just for the record. But okay. We heard the sound of falling rocks. So what changed and where, I wonder? Actually, that's a really good question. What did that change? I guess we can backtrack all the way through here, but, no, that can't be what they want us to do, can it? We'll save that option, but that's just... I don't want to do that. We'll do that later if it just does not end up being anything else. I guess we'll have to use the creepy Vader again. He says it absolutely could be what they want. It could. I'm not saying it couldn't. I don't want to do all that backtracking if it's like right here somewhere, you know? Here. have this open. How does this map compare with the one we have in our feelies? We're missing or something? Because the one in our feelies is pretty dang complete. This looks like this looks pretty complete as well, I think. Yeah, this is in fact what the map we have in our pack in feelies looks like. So I guess we have every room in the game revealed now. Who said that? One of the woodlings just gave me the most brilliant idea ever, and I missed the signature on that. And now none of them can remember who said that, because that's the thing about shared memory. It just kind of melts together like that. So I don't. So now none of us are actually going to be sure who said that, but one of the woodlings just figured it out. They said it's the frickin' door, you know, the one we wanted to open remotely because there was sand on the other side. They're thinking that might have been Sarah. They're not 100% sure on that, but we're just gonna roll with that. Sarah, if that was you, then, like, that was a brilliant idea, and thank you. Oh, where was the door anyway? It was down here, right? Ah, damn it. That was such a good idea, too. I was sure that was going to be it, if only because now I'm right back to being stumped. He says, I worry that there's a trap door under the box or chest and it wasn't visible because of reasons. Claire says, sand. What, this end? It's like the only interactable object here is the door, unfortunately. That is an excellent, Izzy. While we're back on this side of the temple, I'm just going to check out all the earlier rooms anyway. I don't expect to find anything, but just that trip through the tunnel is such a long one that, like, while we're here anyway, we may as well just check these out before going all the way back. Going all the way back again. Never did do anything with the scorpion. Just kind of hanging out. Okay, well, just keep on. As he says, absolutely. For all I know, it was the crack in the first room. Yes. another excellent idea. Aw, damn it. Good guess, though. Says verb the crack. Well, admittedly, the box is the only thing, like, this map matches the one with our pack and feelies now, so I think we have now revealed every room in the game. Like, unless there's, like a bonus endgame, not bonus, like the very, like wherever the final battle takes place or whatever, like the last room in the game, like unless even the pack and feely map just doesn't have that one on it for spoiler reasons or something, it had every other room, so unless there's another room that even our pack-in map didn't have, because it came looking like exactly like this one looks now, then I don't know if there'd be a trapdoor there, because where would the trapdoor go? We're out of new locations. But that said, if we are in fact out of locations, then that box, the jewels and everything are the only puzzle we haven't solved yet. As he says, and there's still a trapdoor in the ceiling we'll never interact with. Why were you here, trapdoor? But what could you have shared with us? We will never know. That's also a really good point, actually. Oh, we never did check down here, did we? There wouldn't be anything down here. But just to rule the idea out. As he says, this is where the zapper was, yeah. And there's not going to be anything else down here. I know there's not, but just to rule it out. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. To the endgame portion of the pyramid, I suppose. Oh, it won't even try and shoot us if we have the shield. I see. What? you, Zyzy. Zip taken. Okay. Metal hook is attached to the wall. Do anything with the hook? I see the hole there, but I want to interact with this hook some more first. Tie the rope to the hook. Oh, I get it. That's how we can actually go down. Hey, we have a new password. Zyzy says the secret final room. You were right. And that's why we brought you along. Thank you so much. Oh, I probably should have... There was more than one torch here, wasn't there? Oh, also, okay, maybe you weren't 100% right, because that wasn't the secret final room. I see a hole over here. Yeah. But we didn't even look at this. Oh, there's a diamond, though. This is the ceremonial ship of the Pharaoh. Diamonds of the ship. We're gonna die if we take it, aren't we? It is too high to... What do you mean it's... Yeah, there you go. Diamond with the the power glove. Into the hole, probably? Okay, whatever. Icy says, yeah, that's the average Power Glove experience. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. Penguin says the dog absorbed the diamond and left. God damn it, I can't power the ship on dog residue. You found the diamond that is covered in cobras. This game is really saving the best for last, isn't it? Take the diamond with the scepter. There we go. Diamond is blocked by cobras, which bite your hand. But I used the scepter! I used the scepter. Guess that wasn't. It's like there's a cobra nest inside. Wait, well, where's the diamond? Oh! The diamond's still up there. Okay, so let's move the diamond with the power glove. Zyzy says, covered in cobras and smothered in scorpions. A trip to the worst Waffle House in Egypt. Okay, so taking the diamond with the scepter does not work. Just FYI. Throw the torch into the crack, okay. Throw the torch into the crack. You hear the cobra slithering away. Now we can take the diamond with the scepter, and we recovered the diamond. There it is. All right, I think we can go back to our ship, and I think that'll actually finish the game. I wasn't expecting to beat the entire game in one sitting, but with Zyzie along, her adventure game solving instincts just really pulled us through. Penguin says her uncanny sixth sense for adventuring game bullshit. Well, you know, you have your words for it, we have ours. Blair says Zyzie knows when you have to plug your plover. Power source is missing. Oh, right. You have to actually, like, put the diamond in. Okay. So how do we install it then? One last battle with the... This is the end boss. The end boss is just one final battle with the with the verbs. Claire says Revenge of the Verbs is my favorite NES movie. Zyzie says maybe put while on the ship. Yep, there it is. Maybe we just had to close it first, which is what I was thinking. So we'll call that a team effort for the final solution on that one, because you got the put and I got the, oh, maybe you just need to be in the ship and close the door. Power of the diamond brings the ship to life. Okay, now what's the computer saying? Source ready. Okay, so ship engines rumble to life. After all these adventures, you're now ready to leave. The ship blasts into the sky. You set the controls to return to Videoway core. We never actually went back to the Ice Age. We just completely abandoned that mission. We were supposed to go to the Ice Age, and then we just like got stuck in Egypt. Now we're just going back home. But hey, that's Dead Tomb. There you go. That was an experience. I'm so glad we got to play that and experience that, and that you all got to witness that. Again, this is another one of those games that you're not really gonna find very easily. Again, you can get it at you can get the physical version. It's put out by Limited Run Games. We got it at Mike's Homebrew Haven, I forget. But it's gooddealgames.com. But you know, being like a Limited Run Games release, it's kind of pricey. And if you don't have that kind of money, you know, there aren't ROMs of this like anywhere. Like again, even our Retro N5 like didn't even take the actual cart. So I don't know if they like used their own mapper for this or what. But like the original hardware, like an actual authentic NES, appears to be the only thing that can run this. So now we have this footage because it's because you don't really have a lot of other options, if we're being honest. But hopefully we did it justice, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I'm glad you got to experience this. Zizi says the soundtrack is available on Bandcamp. The novelization is available nowhere. Movie on Celine's YouTube.com. Yep, that is. Well, we haven't put it on YouTube yet, but we will. Flair says that is not what I expected for indie homebrew. That was pretty substantial. I mean, it wasn't the longest game in the world, but you know that's fine. It didn't need to be longer than that. Honestly, it didn't wear out its welcome or anything. It was fun until we were just about ready to be done with it, and then we were done with it. It was perfect. The soundtrack is banging. Absolutely get that on the get it on Bandcamp. Oh, Flair says I meant more Acclaim Montreal having a credit in it. Fair enough. So he says you gave it something it never would have had without the warm fuzzy game. Oh, well, thank you. Well, we try. We were really interested in this game, and we hoped that you would be too, and that this would be a fun experience for everyone. But there we go. And now it just dumps us back to the title screen, so I guess we're done here. So let's go ahead and power down here. And with that, we have officially played and completed and beat and experienced Dead Tomb, and now by association, I guess, vicariously, so have you. Thank you all for being a part of that. It's really an honor to get to share things like that, and it's really an honor to have you along for the ride as well.